Hello, welcome back to Rev Endurance Sports and another edition of Bicycle 101 terminology, those kinds of things. So why not make it a Maintenance Monday video as well? Had a customer who bought 160 millimeter rotors, and his bike came stock with 140 millimeter rotors, and when he bought the 160 rotors, he also wanted to convert the bike over to 160, and he needed adapters. And he has post mount, but there was a little confusion as to flat mount, post mount, what adapters do we use, that kind of stuff. And he was at work and we were texting back and forth, and I figured, why don't I have a video about this so that I could have sent that to him and he could have looked at it and said, oh yes, I understand, let's order this. So figuring that he needed a little bit of technical knowledge, why not make a video for everyone else? So here we go. What we're going to look at first is one of my personal bikes, and we're going to look at what a flat mount brake is. Okay, this is what is most common now for road bikes and gravel bikes. This is a flat mount brake. Now, depending on the size of the rotor you want to put in the back, so in particular, this is a 160 rotor, and this is what I wanted to do on my road bike because I climb a lot. You know, 1 million feet of climbing a year is typical, except this year I'm taking a year off. But a lot of the climbs I do and a lot of the rides I do are 50, 60 milers with 10,000 feet. So a lot of steep grades and steep descents. So I wanted a 160 rotor to allow for more cooling on the rear because this came with 140. This is the front, so you can get an idea of what it looks like in the front. So 160, you would put this up arrow and then you would mount your brake on there. And these particular bolts are, you just got to make sure you get the right size bolts. This is a very short amount of bolt that you need, but if we go back to the rear, a lot of times you're coming up from the bottom of the frame, the bottom of the chainstay, and you got to come up, okay? So you need to go through the whole length of this chainstay. Now let's take a look at a post mount setup, and this is on my tandem. And post mount is much more common on mountain bikes and things like that. So road is flat mount, road and gravel, and then mountain bike, and in this case this is an older tandem, so this is post mount. And you can see that this is a completely different, so that's the fork. Let me give you a longer view of that. That's the fork, and it's not mounted directly to the fork, it's actually mounted to the side of this mount, this Brazon, okay? And this is the adapter I needed to use to put a 203 rotor on here. As you can see there, 203. And now let's take a look at the back, just so you can see another version of post mount setup. Now this is a cable operated brake. That's immaterial for this particular video. We're just looking at how it's mounted. You can see that these Brazons here to connect, in this case, this adapter to move it to 203. You can see that 203 rotor, and there's the part number for it. But right here, you can see that this adapter would then bolt this caliper to the side. So once again, this is post mount, and we're going to go back to look at flat mount. So there's post mount. Post mount, you should be able to pause it and take some screenshots so you can see the difference. And then this is flat mount. All right, flat mount, flat mount. Okay, so that is your brake mount education of the day. I'll do another video as to why some things are post mount and why some things are flat mount, and benefits or drawbacks of each. Now, this is just for road, but there should be a lot of similarities for mountain, and I could do another video for that in the future. Okay, thank you so much for tuning in. Please like and subscribe. We would like to get this information out to as many people as possible, and the only way to do that is to like, share, subscribe to the channel, get notifications, and stay on top of the videos that I post. And that way we get more people to get more quality information and quality content. Okay, thank you so much for tuning in. Please like and subscribe. We'll see you up the road.